The Swedes take the leads in our series. They get the first here on Cash. One more to go, or Cash for our Australian viewers and Australian panelists. We do have Chad joining us, as well as Janko. Well, how do I say it in Serbian? How do I say... that's a really tough question.
I wouldn't mind being Australian.
Why is that?
I don't know. It just seems like a cool country. The weather is nice. Everyone's like
beautiful girls,
not miserable.
Beautiful weather.
Yeah, I mean, I only saw Sydney, so that's probably the best of it.
Whoa!
I guess. Definitely compared to where Chad lives.
I mean, I heard
that's
like Alligator Lake or wherever you lived. You lived there, right? It's like you called it. It sounds like armpit. It's got like a really nasty name.
What are you
Near
talking
Perth,
about?
There's that place, the shopping place you worked at.
Oh, I worked at Dog Swamp.
Dog Swamp. it's like armpit, basically. Yeah, Dog Swamp.
Got nothing. Anyway.
Australia, so Chad worked in Dog Swamp, in case you're wondering where he
It's messier than Alex's hair.
The best thing about being Australian is the Australian accent in Europe.
Yes, because
you mean British accent.
Oh, it's probably a close one who's got a better accent for that regard. Anyway, Counter-Strike happened. Cash did go down, and we do see fnatic take it. There was a lot of things standing out to a lot of our analysts. I know I'm going to give you a bit more freedom in this one for you to kind of just highlight exactly what it is. God, I really do need a haircut, don't I?
No, it's not that. It was just before it switched to the G2 logo in the background. It was JW eating you.
Yeah, and it was like you could see saliva like in his mouth.
It was brilliant.
Tasty.
He's looking forward to the
Maybe
sandwich.
He's trying to give me a haircut.
Well, or he wants the sandwich.
Or he wants this. Oh, there is such a good sandwich waiting for us. Yeah. But now I'm trying to get on track.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to get you on that track?
Yes. Can you start us off by just talking a little bit about where G2's flaws may have lied?
The Krieg came back into play, and we saw the Org on the CT side. So I got everything I wanted going on with MBK. Fantastic to see him really just pushing this weapon through and getting the L. It was really tight there, you know, when JW and Flusher were able to pull off, I think it was a 2-on-4 scenario towards that B bomb site. That was the turning point of the second half. Fnatic grabbed the bull by the horns, they steered it in the right direction, they put the 16 on the board, and they said, good night, sweet prince, G2, you've got another loss.
Another loss on the board for G2, and I mean, this is starting to become a bit of a problem, knowing how their season's going to look afterwards. The outlook is bleak, Janko.
Yeah, and Shox has been playing well, I mean, decent. I don't know if he's going to have to start using his left hand. We all know how awkward that can get. But for Fnatic, what I liked from them in this particular one is that they had shown a bit more structure on their T side, right? We actually saw coming out of defaults, feeling things out, going into a full execute with Molotovs towards the B bomb side. We even saw it in the first gun round from G2 towards A. So I think it's good to see that they do have more depth now, and I think that's one of the main reasons why they were able to overcome G2.
Finding a little bit more. So what was the problem initially? Was it just that you felt like their T-sides were very one-dimensional? It was very clear what was happening?
When you look at the old Fnatic lineup, right, before Golden, that was the main issue for them. It was so much focused on just winning duels, you know, winning fights, and focusing on individual prowess that's not going to work every time, or even majority of the time, with how competitive the scene is at the moment. And with Golden and Jumpy, they added that extra element to their game, which now really makes them a better, more rounded team, and I think their results recently show it.
Yeah, Body did get bodied as well, and I don't like to always kind of point things out like that.
Yeah, but still more average damage around than Kenny.
But he's an AWPer.
That's true. Yeah, we got to factor that in.
He has
if he kills, it's a kill. If he misses, he dies.
The thing is with G2, they won both pistol rounds. In the second half, they got Force or Eco, right? So if they'd converted there, it was definitely their game. If they converted that 4v2. These are ifs and buts, right? But when you watch G2 play on their T side, very early they were keeping it very simple. And I think, you know, you can associate like KISS, keep it simple, stupid, with G2 and the way that they approach. And when it works, it looks fantastic. The thing is, it's quite easy to play against that approach if you just play heads up on your bomb site. If you're not being caught in transition, if you're not holding a nade out, if you're just ready to frag, you're probably always going to get one, right? And that's because G2 are going to come at you in that way with maybe just one pop flash or maybe something very simple.
As long as there's a buddy present.
Exactly, right? And you should be able to trade quite efficiently versus them. And that's the thing that you saw happen with Fnatic when they got on top of them on that CT side towards the latter stages of the first half.
Right, because when you have teams like this, of this caliber on both sides, don't get me wrong, then you know that aiming isn't going to be a problem. It's not going to be about, okay, well, I hit the headshot before him. That becomes a little less about that, and your success is less hinging on that. Instead, it's to do with how you're approaching these T-sides, which, in your mind, Fnatic did better, and in your mind, G2 lacked some depth. We'll see how they fare, though, on Inferno. Again, another Inferno. It does seem to be a very popular map choice with their current veto system, don't you think, Chad?
It's probably the most most popular map in the pool at the moment.
North America are loving it too.
Yeah, that and I think Mirage are the ones that we see played probably the most, and then unfortunately we barely see Nuke.
We've seen one of it already.
Seen on the B stream.
Yeah, B stream getting it as well. Astralis have played it against Heroic. LDLC played it versus Astralis. So I guess it's up there for the Danes at least. in both regards.
That's pretty standard, right? But talking more about Inferno and what we're going to see coming to this second one, we already saw fnatic on it this evening. They look pretty good. This is where JW had that pistol round, the ace there. I don't know if that's going to be able to get replicated. When you look at this, that pistol round strat that they actually ran, it was so telegraphed versus NIP because of the way that GetRight was playing that position in base or in the CT section where he had a lot of information and he knew the smokes were coming over and he played that very well. I think he got 3 kills from construction. I just think fnatic played a good game. They won the game. It's just they had quite a few lucky rounds, quite a few clutches that went their way.
So, you know, this is a great way for us to kind of test what happens when they don't go your way. Are there fallbacks in place?
Exactly.
I mean, Yanko, your kind of closing thoughts then on Inferno, on this matchup, fnatic G2. How's this one going to be going down in your mind?
I think, again, it's going to come down to who can make less mistakes in a sense. G2, they dropped that second round of throwing pistol, then the 4v2 and all that stuff. But it seems to be fnatic's night. They seem to have turned it around after 2 slow days in Pro League. So I'm going to give it to fnatic 2-0.
Okay, fnatic to take 2-0, and that would really stabilize them as well in their league standings. Chad, what's been going on the B stream? Have you been keeping your eyes on that at all?
I haven't. I think it's NIP versus Space Soldiers for the last match.
I know Space Soldiers won both pistols in the first map,
and
so
they're
they're 10 out of 10 now.
They lost. They lost the map in overtime, 19-15.
Hate to see that.
Yeah. So
versus NIP.
Yeah. So NIP got their first win on the board.
How are you able to win both pistols versus Dennis?
That's a skill in itself. And so you said they're 10 out of 10 in pistol rounds.
Yeah,
that's
they didn't
ridiculous.
lose a single pistol round.
But that's one of the things which, like, imagine if a team.
So Astralis, go watch Space Soldier demos and see what the secret is, because that's definitely been an issue for them in the past couple of months.
It was questions, you know, we were asking.
Nice, Chad. After I said it, now I stole your idea.
We were asking questions before, weren't we? You know, how are Space Soldiers going to do? They're playing online, they're playing from Turkey, where their ping is not fantastic. So far, so good from them. I mean, the fact that they're making NIP sweat, the fact that they're picking up huge convincing wins, like a 16-1 versus Heroic yesterday.
Who knows, maybe they're in Germany.
Maybe.
Well, there's another factor, right? This is where these guys kind of forged any form of a name for themselves anyway, right? Is online Zantaras and Calix. They haven't played too many LANs, really, in the scheme of things. Obviously, lower ones, we saw them in the Mountain Dew League finals last season. But when you're looking at the amount of top-tier events, that's only a recent thing for these guys.
They're used to it. They're used to that online environment, and they're making it work. That's on the B stream. But here on the A stream, we have fnatic versus G2 for you. And indeed, we are not alone at this gorgeous spaceship of a panel, our brand new Intel Extreme Masters. What is it called? The Intel Esports Arena?
Yeah, Intel Esports Arena.
At the Xfinity Analyst Desk. That's where we are, indeed.
You get in now after 3 days.
Well, I mean, the Intel Extreme Masters are just around the corner.
They
it's
are.
the tip of my tongue.
It's coming.
It's coming, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of, I can't stop thinking about it, and it must have just slipped out of my mouth. Either way, though, Matt, Henry.
Hi.
Hi, guys. One more Inferno for you. I know you've been seeing an awful lot of this map.
It's a lot of Inferno.
Hasn't it?
A lot of Mirage, a lot of cash coming on. But hopefully we'll get to do Nuke soon. I'm very excited to
see new Nuke.
See the new Nuke.
Hopefully we get to see Dust 2 soon.
Yeah, God, wouldn't that be nice?
That would be lovely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with Yanko. I think fnatic are looking pretty good tonight. I feel like they are going to get the 2-0. We'll see. I'm not really a big fan of this whole idea of all these Kriegs coming out in Orcs now. It doesn't really excite me too much. It doesn't seem better than the AK. I don't really see the reason. It's costing more money and wasting like maybe smokes or HE grenades, especially on the CT side. So maybe less of that.
Less of that from G2, especially now they've had a wake-up call of cash. I'll leave it with you then, guys, as you jump us and take us through Inferno.
Cheerio.
Cheerio.
All right,
jolly
Henry.
good.
All right, Ben.
Inferno.
One more.
One more. Krieg's on Inferno?
Probably. Yeah, like MBK's
well,
for relentless.
there you
So we'll see what he can do here. It's going to be a CT start for. Get ready for it. We'll find out. I know what he can tell from
That
the
looks like
skins.
G2, right? That looks just like them.
Royal Blue is... Okay, well, no, it is G2.
I told you
You're
that
right.
looked like them.
I thought it was Fnatic that had that blue skin on the USP. It's not. 5 sets of armor for them and 5 sets of armor on Fnatic. No utility, no diffuse kits, nothing at all. They'll go towards Banana. Not going to be a rush because 2 players are still at T-steps. They are definitely showing their hand towards the side of the map. And it's going to be Golden leading the charge here, looking for information. Has pushed them right back here. Just to reiterate, it's our last map of 6 tonight. Some back and forth games. We kicked it off with Fnatic versus NIP, then Na'Vi versus North. They split the series, and now we're here. Fnatic versus G2. Fnatic currently 1 map up when they took cash, quite convincing fashion, and they're looking to do the same on Inferno here. No damage exchange just yet. Remember, no nades on either side. It's quite rare to see. I cast a lot of CS, and I maybe say this
You do.
twice.
I've seen
twice
you
a
cast
year or
quite a
something
bit.
when they say pistol rounds with no utility whatsoever.
Well, with that said, a brawl
Yeah.
ensues.
Run boost. Failed.
Failed miserably, but now they know they're going to be. They can still get a cross. There's a crossfire set. It's Apex from New Box. It's NBK from in the coffin. Flush at JW, just running them down. G2 finally getting 1 kill in response from Apex. Shox gets another, but that's still not enough. It's only Shox remaining versus 3. Into the site, straight up. Wants the duel, can't get it. fnatic start off with the pistol round.
Well, there we have it. Round number 2 will come in. And it should be the force buy from G2 there. Very quick to get banana control. fnatic there, then try to run boost. Didn't really work out. Very defensive off from G2. Expected them to be challenging a bit more at the start. fnatic overrun them with Flusher and Crims getting the majority of the frags. JW to get the final one. Shoxy with the scout. 1 HE grenade for Kenny S. That's all he purchases. No grenade pistol for him. Costs the same with the PG50 the HE. And Body has made his way down here. He could actually cause some damage here. Ooh, this is all the shots. Does a bit of damage towards the end towards Flusher with the last 2 bullets. Golden finds him though. We'll have Kenny S, like we said, only for the HE.
Yeah. HE doesn't kill you in CS. Unlike any other game, I think, that has grenades in it.
It's true.
It doesn't insta-kill you. I think it's maybe a good thing, to be fair.
Yeah, well, that's the way it's always been, hasn't it? I guess they did do... The thing is, like, in 1.6, they did damage through the walls. And in Source, they actually did a lot more damage than they do now. So it's they haven't really found a middle ground. I kind of like the idea there's a little bit of damage through the wall.
Sure.
I think 3 Quicks Philip did a really cool video last week, like, kind of what-ifs at the major. And the idea was, like, he was following certain grenades that were landing on 1 HP players because, like, a ledge, like an inch high, landed in front of us, right in front of them, that did no grenade damage. And they survive and win the round, right? It was quite an interesting thing, like, to think, well, that doesn't really make sense. If you stand that close with grenades, like, you're going to die.
You're going to die.
Because there's the 1 inch wall in front of you doesn't mean you're going to survive. So, like, I think it was a clip of Stewie Rush Banana. He had 1 HP. Nade landed at his feet, but he got saved by a clipping. He didn't win the round anyway. But it's just like an interesting example.
No, yeah, it's all hypothetical. But
Yeah.
and imagine how much that could change. You know, all it takes is 1 round in the course of a major that turns out to be the round that makes the team qualify for the next round of the major, and then they go on to win it. Who would have won if they didn't win that round?
Exactly. So that's it's an interesting idea. I think CS:GO definitely one of the main things for CS:GO for me is just the shadows. The fact you can't see your own shadow in 2018.
I don't like shadows at all.
Yeah, I think if you can't see your own, just get rid of them. I'd honestly just rather not have them. I think if it can't be done in the engine for whatever reason, just kill them.
I think that is the solution. I think probably seeing your own. I shouldn't say I don't like them at all. I think there's certain situations when they're actually kind of cool and there's ways you can utilize them. But yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. That
like, especially if you have new players,
no
like, they don't realize they're walking around the corner and they can be spotted. And there's
spraying you
the
before
amount
you
of people
get
that must go, oh my god, he's hacking because he's.
Yeah, how do you pre-fire me?
Yeah,
how did he know?
And as you walk into like the bathrooms on overpass, for example, you just don't know. You can't see your own shadow. That's I believe it or not. When I was at Valve playtesting this game, the first ever playable version of CS:GO, I said to them, "You've got to make sure you can see your own shadows." That's the first thing I said when they asked for our feedback. And they said, "Yeah, I don't know why we haven't done that before. That's kind of interesting." Everyone kind of agreed. Never did anything. And
no, priorities.
like me and Very Games boys, like in the meeting, they didn't really speak much English then, so I had to kind of explain the entire thing to them. I like their thoughts and like, right, I'll say everything. Fell on deaf ears, but
Say. Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. Well, now we get Apex trying to go even more insane. Hits down Flush it, but Golden will take down Apex in return. So all things subside, and G2 left with a 1 versus 4 with the pistol. So fnatic, fair enough for Body to get a kill, but fnatic can take the rounds and get the 3-0 start before they bring out the guns. I don't know why I call them guns.
the guns,
The guns, the real guns.
the bang bangs.
The bang bangs. The boom sticks. Speaking of boom sticks, Kenny S will have his.
Of course he will. This is where the game
Krieg?
begins.
AUG.
No,
MBK's saving for the AUG.
yeah, he's going to say, I'll save some money here, I'll get the FAMAS, I'll get the AUG in the next round. Yeah, they force spawn in the second. Kenny S, like we said, didn't buy anything apart from an HE, so he can definitely get his AWP out. He'll get just body armor though, and it's going to be Crims to try and find that first pick. Good smoke from the CT. Shoxy listening out for any sort of sound cues. You can hear grenades being thrown. He's going to spam bullets. Oh my god, this is so smart. He's let them all go past. He can just run them behind him. He's going to be part of the team. The double agent is discovered though.
Oh my goodness.
They poisoned him as he walked through the smoke.
Kenny a little bit too quick. Apex does get JW down. Actually going to back off from the library, and Lekro will slip by without taking any damage. Body's got to get out from He sees squad. He sees only one before getting taken down by the second. That's Lekro. Actually, Lekro, excuse me, is all the way over in front of library. He'll be found by MBK. So man advantage G2 on the retake, but no kits.
That is a problem. They need to operate quickly here. Golden takes on MBK. I'd say it's fnatic's round. This is the rule. Kill. Oh, good nade. It's well read. That's actually going to help him out tremendously. Golden's go down here for sure. Well played, MBK. Good awareness. And then we'll be flush now in the 3 versus 1. But trust me, he has the potential to win these ones. MBK thinks about checking Boiler, but thinks better of him. Now he gets, oh, maybe a double kill here. An Apex now. MBK's going to follow. Like I said, he's always dangerous. And now Kenny S left with no defuse kit. I don't think he can win that. I think that's it.
That's it.
It is
Done.
3 versus 1. Flusher completely destroys them. Kenny will manage to save the AWP as he shoots the corpse.
Angrily.
Frustration.
Yeah, he seems frustrated tonight. It seems like just a lot of bad bounces, you know, off the end boards. It's like one of those hockey games where you listen and they just say, yeah, it's just not going our way tonight. Well, that's kind of the way it's always with G2. Kenny seems to find himself in situations time and time again where he just can't make it work.
It is frustrating. I just could see it. MBK had to watch the boiler room there. He had that great awareness to take down Golden towards the quad, but didn't stay towards boiler long enough. Flusher played it perfectly. Spotted one. Waited for one to be distracted by the bomb. Took both of them down. Kenny S with the orb. No kit. Bomb taken away. Nightmare. 4-0. And I'm presuming they didn't go all in here. They probably just went for a partial buy around the AWP. Body of just a deagle here. And JW will smoke towards the library. Now set his teammates up. So check towards garbage. Smoke blooms just they come in the corner. Bit of a gap there. That smoke has proved to be a little bit inconsistent in the last few days. Still Guardian loving the fact they missed that a couple of times today. It's Apex. Spam. Flusher gets body through the smoke. I have some idea where he was. He went for a little spam as well. Kenny S with the AWP. Remember, he might want to save that. He's all the way towards B right now, knowing his teammates are dropping like flies. Shoxy smoked out. MBK at the bottom and middle. No damage inflicted towards the T's just yet. They were thinking about going back towards B, but now Kenny S has been found in Speedway. I think they'll commit to the A side. For JW, Lekro chimes in as well. Clean plant. Do it safely. JW is a bit ahead of his teammates. He just wants to make sure it's completely covered. They won't confuse in this. Kenny S would save the AWP.
Good read by JW to stay patient at Moto and catch off the kill. Another name named player. Another position, I should say, excuse me. 4-0 is about to turn into 5. Great start, fnatic. And G2's chances of winning a map tonight grow smaller by the minute, by the rounds. We'll see if they can compensate in the next to pull it back. But the fact that Kenny's trying to save the AWP so desperately suggests otherwise. Suggests perhaps even a save all the way through and through. Kenny, oh, he's missed again. He's really just off the mark ever so slightly tonight. It's going to cost him once more. That's what's going to frustrate Kenny. That's when he gets angry.
Loses the orb. 5-0. They can buy again. Kenny S, though, will have to spend all his cash. 5-0 for fnatic. The final map here. They have been taken down already on Dcash. There's a full buy available for G2. Maximum loss bonus coming in this round. Golden's only got a Glock. Hello? He has to get back to spawn.
It's me.
What's he done? Oh no, Golden. Does he realise? Oh, he just clicked. Oh,
Presses Q and realizes, wait a minute.
Wait. Yeah, he's realised.
Yeah.
I haven't got a gun, guys. What a blunder.
Hey, it's me, your in-game leader. Sorry.
I know we're 5-0 up and everything, so I decided to give us a handicap this round, and I'm going to just use the default pistol.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, it does happen like more often than you think.
I know. I don't know where to take the joke from here. It's just kind of sad at this point.
We've casted it out maybe like 5 times since we started casting. We've had to see this happen.
Oh, probably more than that. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, it's sad. I mean, we've casted.
And we've seen a reduction in knives though. In spawn, you know?
We have. That's a great point.
Yeah.
That's a positive point.
Seen a reduction of backstab.
Inside of top banana, or inside of B, I should say at this point. He's left top banana. He's actually got a smoke in front of him with Kenny already gone. Gonna try and hold on. Now that pistol starts to matter, but although Golden can jump over and grab that gun, so he's done so with the smoke still down. I thought it was a Longer than that in its lifetime, its duration, but it's Golden to follow it up. So he did pick up that gun. Golden picking up the AKs made it all work out.
Oh no, I assume he was blind. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt there, but that was a big, big miss. And that might be another save call. They're going to have the AWP in body, low HP for him, and they have to save. Oh dear. Yeah, if we can see that from Apex POV, that'd be great. I'm not sure that's possible, but we'll find out. Body will have the AWP and has to save it. 6-0 Fnatic after not even purchasing a weapon. It was a nice early pick from JW to take down Kenny S at the very start of the round, and that's what Body will hold on to, the AWP. Maximum loss bonus only gets you so far on the CT side of Inferno. Saving 2 weapons, though, will mean they can be fully equipped. Body can drop a weapon, so sorry for it, Shoxy. But Fnatic looking like the better team right now.
Yep.
Can we just bring up the scoreboard and see what's going on?
Not much.
No?
No. That's a good way to do it, though. If you forget your gun, just
There
play
we go.
picks. They get the trade, and then he just picks up the other AK.
There's Golden. We'll have a look at this first before the scoreboard. He'll be getting a pick there, and he pushes through. He wasn't blind, Apex. That was just a miss, I think. Maybe he got blind just before he could have got the killing blow. And there we go. Like I said, he can drop weapons around. Apex and MBK down to this FAMAS and UMP. 6-0 down. Kenny S on AWP, though. I'm always confident they can win these sort of rounds. Flash in the air from Flusher. Pushing one back. Not up at the start. Spam the corner. Kenny S in the boiler room this time.
Well. Rotation off from Apex already to leave B. Still advised, they are there. Just thought better of it. He's turned around, he's gotten towards Speedway. In fact, on top of that, they'll call for Shocks to get in better position. Flush has already got Apex. Good response. MBK had to do it. And he does. Gets 2 inside of the smoke as they try to enter the site. They've gone above him. Missed shot, though, from JW, and Shocks is able to capitalize.
Yep. Shoxy arrives just in time as the smoke went down. Golden left them 3 versus 1. They got tons of money. I'm sure they'll be going for this. And Shoxy gets taken down through the smoke. Every kill counts at this point. And he'll be a little bit frustrated with that. But like he said, loads of money on the Fnatic side. Here's what we that MBK getting it done with the match. No smoke and spawn. A little bit odd that Fnatic went all in there. Maybe it's a surprise play. And see Shoxy comes in, finds the easy kills as MBK survived for long enough there. Orgs out for MBK. There we go. He actually opted for the AUG over a helmet. I guess that would make sense considering
Sure.
they have AKs.
There we go. Yeah. But I mean, either way, we're just going to make that storyline a thing. He's addicted to the ACOG.
And Kenny S opens things up, takes down Crims. I think that was towards second middle.
Well, Kenny S will back away at this point from top middle. Body looking down inside of the smoke at the apartments. Will have his work cut out for him when they do decide to show on the inside of that smoke. They may not actually, because given the circumstances of their teammates being over at the top of Banana, okay, they might now. They're definitely going to now. I'm gonna say if they can find a pick, they'll head that direction. But MBK downed by the AUG. That's why it exists in loot crates. Immediately, JW missing his shot. As soon as he came out of boiler, it would have been huge for Fnatic because it would have given him the chance to execute much quicker on the side. Blinded his Shocks. Can't find the angle on JW, but does do massive damage. And by the time he gets his vision back, it doesn't matter. JW has it with the op, but he is all that remains on 10 HP for Fnatic and G2 looking to find back-to-back rounds.
Well, there we go. Oh my god, how has he hit that
When I
one?
say this, he's looking fire right
But he's
now.
got 30 seconds. No way he plants, unfortunately for him. It was a nice shot. Like we said, at this point of the game, every kill counts. If he can just keep G2 on a leash and just keep them under-equipped and lacking money, that's going to be the perfect way to operate here. That's not bad at all. Lovely shot from JW. At this point to save the AWP, looking to see if anyone's hiding out in T-spawn. Not really worth it for him, but like I said, just trying to bully G2 best he can. But there we go, back-to-back rounds for them. Very close each time. It's costing them plenty of money for Fnatic, though. They'll be able to distribute wealth out. Okay, with the AUG. Nice shot. Is that all we get?
That's what we got. Just embrace it. Look how beautiful it is.
There it is. You got 2 kills. All right. Well played.
What a weapon.
Seeing Apex up.
So, Og not in play this time. He's gone to an AK. He still favors the AK, even though he buys the... No, sorry, it's MBK, not... I was looking at Apex.
Good try. But yeah, he's on the
Buys the
M4.
Krieg, drops the op for the AK. Okay, we're getting the order of things established here.
Yeah, we can see how it's panning out. KDS likes to look towards that border position. Matchday, oh goodness, have to run through the flames here. Going to take considerable damage, 40 to be exact. Running back towards the library. Have to go back towards Archer and try and stop him crossing over. But he doesn't really know what's on the other side. Looking for anyone going towards CD spawn.
Good try. Sharks into Golden. Lekro back for the immediate trade, however, and Lekro's going to try and continue to watch over toward quad side in case anyone wants to push. Try and take advantage of trade. Apex stuck in the site, though, because they give up Arch. Even though Kenny's there to watch the backside if they push through, they don't have information to the front of library. In fact, Kenny's even considering it, and that is... How ideal is that timing if you're fnatic?
Yeah, that's what Counter-Strike's such a cool game. It comes down to those millisecond plays that can define a round. Provide a bit of information not coming through, and the round falls apart for G2 there. Kenny couldn't call it. His teammates didn't have the info. He looks away for a split second, and it all falls apart. Well, there we go. And we'll be fnatic posting another round. Money can be wrecked for G2. They do manage to consistently save the AWP and the M4, though, so I will say that. So some of the players will be okay for cash. Some won't be. 7-2 though for fnatic. A very good stead to take the second map as well. Let's see if they don't find both these kills. MBK now looking towards his push. Very silent play from Flusher. There it is again. Doesn't look at the bridge. Looks towards the tight corner, and he'll be taken down and give MBK an AK-47. Would have preferred the Krieg, but...
Yeah, would have preferred the Krieg. You watch, he'll pass off the AK now by an AUG.
So yeah, money wrecked. I would say they forced this though. It's getting pretty desperate over there. They've got the AK, the AWP. They can get like CZ's body armor. I think send Kenny on an aggressive mission. They can
Not
drop
going to. They're not dropping it. They're not dropping the AK. He could have thrown the AK away and gone. Okay, there it is. Yeah, okay, they made the call. They made it a little late, scrambling around in spawn.
Yeah.
I think they're bickering a bit tonight. I'm seeing some communication flaws from G2.
Take a pause. Those are the rounds you take a pause because you like, we've got to really kind of spread our wealth around here. Complicated drops coming in. Take the extra 30 seconds to work it out. MBK, apparently he's got it all figured out. He's going to take that first headshot aggressively towards Banana. Takes down Flusher. Well, well, well. Golden answers back. Yes! That's not bad at all. How does he know that he's going to be there? Must have had the little sound cue as he jumped up. Pre-fires the spot. Manages to take him down. KNS falling back to more defensive line.
Defensive line. Indeed. Pistol to top middle. Shocks obliterated by Lekro. It's body. We'll slip back down from Boiler and hold off top mid. With the shotgun and his teammate Kenny S, who's going to rotate away with the AWP, and rightly so, because over toward B looks to be the intended target. Smoke still down will discourage Golden from working through, and Lekro joins him. They're actually going to swap. Bomb's going to stay toward Banana, and Golden's going to go back to check off mid. I'm wondering, okay, he does perhaps running back down to try and fake that he's left and wants to rejoin his teammate because they want rotations to go in their favor. And in that sense, against the current. And they have, to some extent, because Kenny's worked over toward library once more, meaning Apex is the only one on the site, and with the smoke in front of him, they'll easily cross, try and get the bomb in position, double check forward, you want to make sure no one's camping it out late. To play time, to play the surprise, and deny the plant. They'll get it down as well. Good play from Golden, 10 HP.
Both AWPs, though, retaking the bomb site. This is far from ideal, and the money is weak. We'll see if they decide to go for it. Saving the two AWPs definitely could be a thing. Necro, oh my goodness, I thought Kenny was going to pull off that nose. Body not known to be an AWPer, though. Even if he gets one here, he's still got to defuse a bomb without a kit. Find another kill. There's the first. I'm still not excited about the prospect of this just yet. Necro playing it smart, and he has been legged up. Oh my god, it could have been the jumping no-scope. But Necro does manage to find the 3K, and that was the force buy from G2. Money once again in tatters. Another close round, but unless you're putting them on the board, it doesn't really matter. Fnatic got tons of cash. They know you're going to be eco now. They can calm around here. And they'll save nothing into the next round, G2. They'll have to take Deagle's PT50s.
Bad return of effort from fnatic when you consider. But they were down in that situation and then managed to get the site and get Kenny away with the AWP as well by buying time and space. So, with that, and an early kill, the eco for G2, fnatic look to make this 9-2. Remember, they were battering and bruising an IP on this map earlier as well. That game finished with a 12-3 halftime. Excuse me, that was Cobblestone, my mistake. But they did play them on this map. I'm not wrong on that part, Henry. Ooh, free fire from Flusha anticipates correct. It's not gone to plan. Certainly not when they're playing solo to take the site. The bomb's still down at T stairs as well after all of this. So 2 guns picked up and a lot of time bought. This is not exactly what fnatic bargained for. So what now? Because Lekro and Crims will work this together on 2A. Thankfully, the rotation hasn't arrived just yet. It was a stack toward B. Lekro will smoke close. Molotov to the pit, and then they need to cross and clear corner. But the AKs are up and spamming toward them. That's going to put damage in. MBK with 1 kill, and Apex with the other. Good steal of a round from G2.
8-3, the full eco working out for G2 there. Somehow, that's the round that gets them back in the game. All comes out for MBK. He's fired up now. fnatic, well, lapse of concentration there now have to be full eco. PT50s, Glocks, and we see that a lot this, when they get on the hype train, start running in one by one, running around the map thinking, yeah, a little bit untouchable. They can't fall apart very quickly. All it takes is 1 or 2 kills. G2, even though they're down, they're always capable of finding frags.
Apex tries to find one of his own bodies, done that, managed it. Good pressure, good push. Suddenly the boot on the other foot. The eco from G2 turns into an eco for fnatic. And Apex will push out and catches off Flusha on the stairway as well. It's just Crims left in what is now an 8-4 game. So take back the fact that I said fnatic was in position to dominate this game. It certainly is going to be contested by G2.
Yeah, they've got a chance now to really swing back and bring it towards the 8-7 scoreline. That might even happen. MBK to finish things off there. And we'll find ourselves with another fnatic buy available. Not going to be the best of buys. They're going to have AKs and armor, not too many grenades. As you can see, 4K and 3 players. Flusha opting for the UMP instead. Golden might do the same. He's thinking about it. He can buy a smoke, AK and armor. He goes for the Galil to have the Molotov as well. Save himself $700 with that purchase.
GW looking to the top of mid. Smoke goes down. Kenny S with the AWP over in the apartments, body over his shoulder. And they'll cover off the same angle, not toward the corner. First shot successful. Spray on the AK. Not able to get more. Okay, fair enough. Kenny says that's enough of that. I'm going back for more. I was going to say, not able to get both, even though they lined up. So I thought Body would walk away with that cleanly. Trade and favorable to G2 as they now make this potentially a 5th round with just Flusha and JW left to find. The bomb sits in the apartments where the massacre occurred.
3-man stacks. G2 going toe-to-toe with the terrorist there. Kenny picking up 2 frags, Body helping him out. Looks like the Orb is going to find another kill. Takes the bomb down in second mid. JW can't do anything about it. He'll make his way back towards T-spawn. Probably gets MBK. Kill that, but that's... I won't say it now, it's all he'll find. It's JW after all. He can always find some sort of entry into these sort of rounds. No nades though. Has got 100 HP. Smoked out. He's just going to push those shots. You'll think it's clear. And JW will come through. I can feel it coming. And now finally Kenny takes him down. So fnatic probably on another eco for the last round, I'd imagine. But here's Kenny S getting it done with the AWP. All you're going to see, I'm afraid.
You don't get to see it all. Beggars can't be choosers.
Oh, you're going to see the Logitech logo a lot there. One more time. There we go.
I mean, they paid for it, Henry.
Get it on. Is it having a meltdown?
No, they're just trolling you now. Yeah, see? They are. They're just having fun with you. They're pushing your buttons. See? No, they are. They are, Henry. This is amazing. They're definitely just trolling you.
No, I think it's a problem.
Okay, now they're trolling both of us. As Shox tries to catch Golden, jumping across JW. Not able to do much of it in return. Body as well, holding from Pit. Establishes a quick kill, and that's going to force JW to get aggressive with AWP. Oh no, that has to hit.
It has to, and it does not. And will be finding himself on the floor, eating the carpet. And it's going to be right on the 15. G2 have bounced back. It was looking horrible for them. That full eco victory, though, has got them right back in the game. I'll probably get the full distance at this point. fnatic were in a dominant position and now find themselves with AKs, no AWPs, and they have got a pretty decent buy of the loss bonus. 16 kills with Golden just now, another good performance from him.
MBK with none other than the world-famous Og. Maybe he's just bored. You know, maybe he needs a new challenge.
It's true.
Doesn't work out for him, unfortunately. Golden with the kill. Back out for more. Lekro's going to find Apex, and fnatic take back control successfully, and potentially 9-6 for the half. Not if Kenny has anything to say about it. Finally hitting shots as he swings out from CT before the smoke had bloomed. He finds Lekro in the cross. And Kenny limited by smoke. Will still work out toward the ruins. In fact, I think he's got an inkling and a very good spider sense at that to find Flusha pushing toward the tree. So Golden inside of the site is all that remains, as Body with 2 and Kenny with 2 will argue over the third kill should they get that far. Golden's going to play frontside emo. It's not somewhere you normally look, and if they were in here together, excuse me, it could be easily achieved, and it is exactly that. As he slides out, and I'm going to choke, you talk.
There we go. You pick up the pieces over there. It will be fnatic picking up the
that
last
one
round
got me.
of the half. 9-6. And fnatic would have finished as well. Golden, what a half he had. I think he finished on 20 kills. That's very good for the in-game leader. It's nice to see more of these leaders coming out of the woodwork now. I think we can finally stop saying, well, he's the in-game leader, he's going to get less frags. I don't think that's good enough anymore. It feels like Golden keep up with the rest of the boys, and I think that's the way it was in 1.60 source as well. We never had that. And it's good to see them actually fragging at a high level and kind of keeping up, as we'll see them win the half. Stuff from G2 though to get back into it. Like we said, the full eco victory is what led them there. Golden 19, not quite the 20 bomb unfortunately for him, but what a carry that was from him. 121 ADR. NBK on the other side, so we won about the weaponry, but he is getting top of the scoreboard. 16 kills, 11 deaths. Everyone keeping up in a pretty solid pace. 999, Kenny S with 10. In terms of Inferno, pretty quiet game from Kenny. I'm expecting to have a bit more impact than that. Got a few pistol kills in there as well, so probably only got about maybe 4 or 5 AWP kills. This is our last half of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if fnatic can make it 2-0 for the night.
Our
Managed to get
half
2-0
of week
versus
1 for EU.
NIP as well. But yes, then we have North America coming up, of course.
They're in the building.
They are in the building, ready to go. As soon as they finish that as well, they're on a plane to Kiev. So make sure you send them some love on Twitter.
Or don't. That's up to you.
It's up to you, of course, up to you. They'd appreciate it.
I'd appreciate it.
Second half will begin. G2 losing Shoxy after this week of Pro League. We come back in 2 weeks' time. Let's see what they can get done here. This time it won't be such a brawl. MBK's got the Deagle though. He really is experimenting with all the weaponry today. Deagle in the pistol round. Nades in. 4 sets of armor around him. No nades again. It's going to be G2 finding the first kill, taking no crims. I think he faced at the top of the middle and got punished for it. Did actually manage to take MBK down to 1 HP. You can see that every down a pistol round, especially that USP. Shoxy gets another reply frag and has Golden pushed towards Banana.
So Shox to check inside of the site as Lekro falls off toward the balcony. In fact, he's going to go, ooh, okay, fair enough. Tricky little Lekro with the strafe jump. He's going to jump all the way down eventually. HP uno. That's not even French, but it's how much HP MBK has. Kenny S takes JW. Good pistol start for G2, and they need it to bring this back to 9-9. Good shot body, gets Lekro. And now it's Flusha in a 1 versus 5, but he's removed from the action on the A site, so I imagine not much he'll be able to do. Has armor and has a kit. That might be worthy of saving. So G2 will make it 9-7 and start what will be a potential comeback, at least the start of one, with momentum on their side.
Well, there we go.
And there you have it. Doesn't even save that armor or the kit.
It will be Apex to find the final frag there, 97. It was the Deagle at the very start. They got taken down on 1 HP. Crims did feel brave and face down towards middle. Didn't work out for him. Golden replied by pushing Banana, trying to get some intel back, but we have got a game on our hands. And looks like we'll have a force buy from fnatic. Everyone's all in. Deagles, CZs, flashbangs, HEs. And Shoxy's got the Mac-10. They all come out on top. Time will tell. Molotov is very standard stuff here. One at the car, one at the corner. And flashbangs in, just to push them back somewhat.
So Apex watching down in the boiler room. Crims takes a quick peek to see what's going on. At quad, watch for shocks inside of the cubby as well. Should anyone get aggressive to try and reclaim some position at Banana, he's hoping they will, but at this point in time, top mid's where the action that matters will occur. All of the attempt to get toward the A side, Crims holds in front of Library, a cubby side for Lekro, and an arch for both GW and Flusha. Shots out, they'll try and bait it in. Lekro wants to go, but there's no way. Tries to go with the Deagle now. He's always successful with at least one. Make it two, he will. Looks for the third. The damage is there onto Kenny, but it's not a kill. It's still the advantage, though, and substantially for fnatic.
Yeah, he couldn't quite go on the corner there. The IKEA trying to reload, but 2 kills come in. fnatic are doing it. 4 versus 1 now. Just body with the AK-47. He surely can't win this one. 25 seconds remaining. He's going to be out and maybe knifed. They had tried it, but Crims steals it away. He'll take body down, and now the force buys have to begin for G2. Here's the Deagle play from Lekro. He has always been such a beast with that weapon. Good damage as well to the third player. So the force buy presumably comes in from G2 here. No, they're not. Okay. Full eco, going to be going for AKs and Galils in the next round, I would assume. They'll get $1,900, so they can get exactly that.
So shot out, and JW burns MBK alive. That'll be the way that it ends. For him, at least, as Apex tries to do more. Gets the bomb down the hallway, does Lekro, and spraying with an MP9 down a narrow corridor certainly works to good effect when there's no armor on the opponents of which you are trying to spray down in the narrow corridor.
There we go. Should be a conclusive finish there. It's going to be Lekro the final frag, 4 in total, burning a couple of them alive. 11-7. This is when the AKs and Galils will come out, I'd imagine. Here's the replay of pretty simple stuff, really. Oh, okay. I really did think they'd go for Galil's head. And they get a UMP. CZ's armor. And they're looking for 12.
Body. Gonna work his way into the apartment. I didn't realize there was a noise trigger of a door shutting when you went toward apartment. Kind of cool. It's kind of eerie, as if there's some extraterrestrial being on the map. It's not really like that, but it's fine.
Well, this is going to be a difficult round for G2 here. Just the pistols. They have got head armor. Need to find an opening here. JW is not going to give it to them just yet. He's hiding towards the garbage position. Body. Makes his way towards middle. They've got 1 smoke, 1 flashbang. I'd assume they go towards the apartments and quad. Try and burst out of those positions. They're going towards Arch for now. Will they check the spot where JW resides? Flash comes in. Here it comes. Alley-oop. 2 here. Just the 1 for now. Drops a flashbang. Trying to do what he can to stay alive. He needs help from his teammates. Then eventually will go down. Lekro takes Apex at the same time. But I need to quickly to try and find MBK. That's going to be a battle they'll lose. Luckily, they flushed everything up to pieces. Kenny S, low on HP with the UMP. Makes his way to the bomb site now. And we've got one in the pit, one in the site. Oh, that's going to be a difficult plant. How has he got away with that? It goes down. Two now, and coming to his logical conclusion. Shoxy will know rifles to work with. He'll be taken down by Crims. Decent attempt to get the bomb down there. 3 kills, so definitely better buy next round. That was not a forced buy. That was just partial. But it will be 12-7 in favor of fnatic.
Well, with that, fnatic getting ever closer toward the end, and G2 only accomplishing the pistol thus far. Remember, I thought this was going to go to 9-9. It has not, but we get a Krieg!
It comes out. Helmet as well.
When you're up a Krieg without a paddle.
Indeed. I'll have to pull that out. He's only got 17 kills. He's actually finished the first off on 16, so he's had a quiet first 5 rounds here. MBK, that is. Here's the Molotov towards T-steps. Allows his teammates to maybe push Banana if required. A lot of grenade damage towards Shoxy. And JW, of course, pushing the apartments. Trying to get away. Lots of wallbang damage coming in from MBK. Can't quite find him, though.
It does look so bizarre to snap over there instinctively and see the scope, like half scope.
Indeed. It's really throwing me off.
Not a bad gun to try and wallbang that back with. Got JW to 40 HP pretty quickly, but couldn't get the kill, so they'll get away with the one-man advantage on Fnatic's side.
Guess it's easier to control the tabs, being zoomed in and seeing where they're going.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, 100%. Anything to justify the purchase.
Yeah. 5 and 4. Early pick from JW, the aggressive player of the AWP. It looks like they'll be positioning themselves towards Banana, go for the full execute. I say full execute, they've got 3 smokes, 1 flash, and a Molotov. That will be a lackluster execute, if anything. Default smokes will come in, 1 flash, and flash is boosted up. He'll be ready for. He's expecting flashbang. There's none coming. Don't worry, you are fine. And they've been smoked out. This is a nightmare for GT now. They just bail out.
36 seconds.
Oh, they don't know what they want to do.
MBK's trying to find any information at all toward coffins. That smoke's getting smaller and smaller, so JW might get a chance to see this soon.
Oh, too many targets.
Yeah, I'm afraid. Couldn't figure out where to shoot.
Yeah, GT, look at the losses. Yeah. Flash is still boosted.
Ooh!
Okay, maybe it's fine.
What?
I don't know how that fell apart for them.
I have no idea how that fell apart for them. Apex is going to get the bomb down. He's the last alive. They did manage to get Kenny. They hit everything all of a sudden on the way into the site.
Apex.
I'm very surprised by that.
With the flick. They need to go in together here. Try and pincer him in Apex. He knows he's running out of time. That's going to be the end of him. 13-7. G2 get the bomb down. They can keep buying with the loss bonus, but still, they looked a little bit out of the depth there. The fact they got smoked out and they waited so long, they didn't really have much left, but fair play. Get the bomb down to a 2 versus 1. It's Flusher who couldn't find the kill through the smoke. Here's the AWP had to say. It's Kenny S. Nice shot towards Golden. There's Apex with that spin kill just there. And I don't know how, out of nowhere, they managed to get it going. Looks like
Kenny
we're taking
can
a
do,
partial
I guess, too.
Yeah.
My theory is this. MBK has been playing a lot of DMs, and he's been playing that gun in the DMs and wrecking everyone. Sure. So he thinks, all right, I can bring this to the game. And now he's trying to figure out how to bring it into game sense situations. It's my theory. Yeah.
He's probably using it on practice as well. And had some really good games with it, and he's like, guys, I can make this work.
Okay, I can make this my thing. I'll be ahead of the meta curve.
Maybe we'll inspire some other people. He seems like one of those sick games on LAN where he carries with it.
And everyone online.
Everyone's starting to go with it. Yeah.
Maybe he knows that Valve's about to buff it or something, and he's like, I got this, guys.
I got this.
It's due for a buff. I'm going to start using it now. I'll be twice as good when it happens.
CZ's only. AXQ coming in. There's the flashbang off the chimney. Wrecks everyone on the site and in the pit. Shoxy will be throwing it. His teammates will go positively once it's thrown, but the Molotov is brutal. They'll get out, but they're segregated now. Perfect Molotov and good attempt for the CZ. I don't know how JW hits that. He's going to be laughing. And they're going round towards Arch. They're all alone again. As they got completely wrecked by the incendiary drops, and it's hard to watch now because Kenny S in a 4 versus 1. And they'll be taken down. That was a partial buy, 14-7. Looking for one more match points. Money should be okay now for G2. Can't really afford to lose any more. The disparity between the two scorelines is too large. Here's how JW got away with this. Was it no scope, quick scope? Okay. Just, of course, Apex like, wow.
There it is. NBK, last buy. Hello, Krieg, my old friend. I'm going to play with you again. Kenny S will wait to try and fire into the flames and beyond toward alt middle. No one there, no one to be found. So body holds off toward Boiler. Meanwhile, you've got Body and Boiler. Kenny trying to find a shot toward top of middle, and JW that waits on the other side. He's the only one being aggressive toward the wall, but he will have support at the arch from Crims. Great shot, JW. Finds Apex.
It's not bad at all, is it? This is coming to a head now. Body, that's brave. It's a good flashbang though. I love the movement. Does manage to get out there as Lekro is just adjusting his aim, thinking he's got an easy kill. He gets completely wrecked by the flashbang, but two of the G2 players are low. They've got full control of the site, or do they? Grim's lying in wait. Will get wallbang. Someone's going to move out of position, but his teammates coming in as JW with the CZ, causing absolute chaos here. 2 versus 1 now. The remaining CT waiting as the bomb's down at T steps. What's happened there? It will be Kenny S on the side with the AWP. Flusher going in silently. Listening out for the scope clicks here. Bomb will be recovered. They have no idea where Flusher is. Kenny seems to be aware. Oh my goodness, this is going to be absolutely nuts. Spots his barrel. Down he goes. Now the bomb makes his way towards B. 1v1. Flusher versus Shoxy. Pretty much for the game here. As Shoxy will be planting. He got so much time. He knows it. To get towards A. 10 seconds and he can hide anywhere he likes. Flusher, of course, has a kit and a smoke, just a note.
So this for everything in G2's side. Working toward Banana is Flusher. Gets at least the sandbags already. It's cleared out that he's not going to be playing the post plant in that angle.
Shoxy's gone to a really unorthodox position for this sort of plan. Like, you wouldn't expect him to be that obviously placed, as you can see. That's why he doesn't even check you. You'd think he'd be towards new boxes, emo, ruins, CT spawn, something like that. And he goes for the most, like, the worst position, believe it or not, just to hold that. And it works out for him. That's quite smart. I like him.
When bad is good.
Yeah. This is like, you just wouldn't expect him to, out of all the positions and all the time he's had, to be there. 14 to 8, G2 do pull one back. And there will be an AWP available for JW. MPK. Oof. Narrowly misses out on the headshot there. And there will be a chance. As Kenny S opens things up, takes down the AWP of fnatic.
So Apex holding the angle from Boiler. AK in hand. No Krieg, because MBK overpurchased it last time and therefore can only afford a UMP, but he's grabbed the AWP that JW's dropped. So a double off T side. Sure, I'm with it. Missed a break. Fnatic as well, nade into the Boiler doorway. Well thrown from Flusher, considering he smoked off. That's a pretty narrow shot to hit. He'd probably be pretty good at beer pong.
Possibly.
With a throw like that.
I want to hit the rim though. Double AWP set up right now. As Shoxy walks in towards B, needs to be very careful there. He has got presence in spawn, spots his barrel, golden. Can't quite take him down. Shoxy's going to punish him for that. You have to kill Shoxy quickly, or he will punish you right back. It's going to be an easy round by the looks of things for G2. We might go the distance here. Lekro trying to keep the dream alive here towards the A bomb site. Apex beneath him. Flashbangs coming in. They're going to make their way towards B. It's up to Flusher now to try and deny everything, but he resides in the ruins right now. What are you up to? Running around with a knife, and that might be the entrance they need, but Shoxy, strong as ever, manages to find his second kill of the round, and that should be it. Fnatic are going to be low on cash from what I can gather. We'll have a look.
They should be pretty low. Yeah. So we definitely get to double digits for G2, or at least we should, depending how the CS plays out, and that'll make us... I'm not sure what it makes us. I'm surprised they're keeping the double op, but against pistols, mind you. Does this
Well,
and a Krieg, double op and a Krieg. Let's see if the pistols can capitalize on mistakes.
Here we go. Krieg, double AWP setup. I didn't think I'd ever be saying that at the beginning of a top-tier game, but that's the world we live in now. T side of Inferno, full eco for Fnatic. We'll see if they've got anything left. And if the P250 to Deagle, not for Lekro though, it's going to be in the hands of Flusher this time. We hit the 125 mark. Apex already at the top of middle, waiting for anyone to walk into his crosshair. So far, so good for G2. Just holding up in their default positions is what I like to see. No one committing to a tight choke point, just holding your positions, making sure there's trade potential. And Apex has already ascertained that mid is fine. And this stage, he'll be molotoving towards garbage, waiting to see if that flushes anyone out. Wait a couple of seconds, no smoke, no one jumping out, that's fine. Can make their way towards the next mark. 1 minute now. Still have their smokes, and they're playing this well. They know they're against an eco, but they don't give up anything. They know against a team like fnatic, one CZ kill can spiral out of control very quickly. There's just one player towards A. That's Lecro, silent USP. Not anymore. Completely wrecked.
That's so fast.
Yeah,
I didn't even hit the op shot. It was so fast. The op didn't even fire. It just like laser beamed him.
That's quite fast as well. Apex adjusting the aim with the spray there to take 2 down. Round out for G2 as they hit double digits. Golden, JW doing what they can to maybe find some consolation frags here. Not going to happen. Kenny S will take another one down as he takes another scalp. JW looking for knives, of course, a new Bard obviously it goes. And,
you got to be good at something, surely. Might as well go for knives, James. I'm not talking about JW, obviously. He's good at lots of things.
Yeah. Staying with the double orbs and the creep setup on G2. It's a weird setup, but it's working. Shoxy wants it. And he can have whatever he likes. Krieg towards... This position does make sense for the Krieg. You can see I'm going to zoom in and just pop the heads of that long range angle. Spam there, stopping anyone pushing towards the apartments.
It's not bad. I'll give it a try. I mean, we talked about the wall potential that it had against JW last time as well. So, Micro back to be passive in the site. fnatic wanting to take no chances and trying to close this down this time, because if they don't, we go to a 12th potential round for G2 after they win the subsequent eco, and this game goes the distance.
This is the big round for fnatic. G2 creeping up on them now. Letting them have a lot of mid control. This is one player towards the arch. JW, the Crims through the smoke, takes Apex in the boiler. Great start. The frags coming in thick and fast now. fnatic will fall back. They know they've got a huge lead here. They're looking at that match point. It guarantees them a point here in Pro League as soon as they win this round. And that's going to be a big step for them. It was a slow start, but now they're really getting into 5th gear. Kenny S on the recovery play. 40 seconds remaining.
I keep telling you your car's old for 5 years.
JW takes another one down. Goes down to the flames, and Kenny S finds another. Crims trying to do what he can here. One more kill should secure it. That's going to be Kenny S and the bomb.
Kenny S and the bomb. A story as old as Counter-Strike itself. It's Crims to close it out, and fnatic find map points. A chance to find 2 wins tonight, and G2 would suffer the defeat. Cold and bitter from fnatic that would leave them after their first week of Pro League, and they're only with Shox for a substantial amount of time in this league. Rather empty with victories, I should say.
Well, still plenty of money for G2, obviously. Cash hasn't really become a factor for them anymore. They just need to keep winning rounds. We'll have to fall by. Single AWP setup. MBK realizes, right, probably time to get the AK out. Bring that in a match point. JW patiently waits towards middle. Crazy round in the previous. Lots of frags out of nowhere. And Apex, I think that's a wallbang. It was towards Lecro in the apartments. All the way down to the other end. We've seen that come in a lot more in the last few months. Let's open things up. JW trying to maybe search a little bit harder for the frag now as he holds towards middle.
Quiet for now from fnatic. A man down and desperate to close it. Desperate, but certainly willing and wanting.
Crims with a double.
That's pretty good. A triple as well. MBK now gets the follow-up, but MBK only with the 1 means that he is left with Kenny to find 1 greater on the fnatic side, and Crims is still alive. Somehow still alive as he fell off of it.
Oh, no scopes all over the place. Crims at 3, looking to add to his tally. The bomb's down. Kenny S, 3 versus 1. The quick scopes aren't working out today, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. fnatic will take both maps this evening. Great performance from Crims there towards the balcony. Fantastic work. Dead out MBK, and Kenny S could not get the quick scopes going whatsoever. fnatic, there you are. They are your winner. Great showing from them. Like we said, slow to start in the Pro League, but it seems like game by game, they're getting better.
I'm not surprised. These guys are definitely hungry. They're keen. Certainly online. Thank you, Alex. I have left my water on the table. I apologize for that. But you know, that's a good way to bring you guys back in. But I'm not surprised they started off. I guess I am surprised they started off slowly. I'm not surprised that they bounced back because last year they were very eager throughout the entire course of the season.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to see kind of some convincing manner now from fnatic first versus NIP, and now I think that map kind of seals it.
2-0 versus NIP and 2-0 versus G2. That's massive for them. So that should set them up quite nicely for the rest of the league.
G2's in a bit of trouble, I think.
I know, no Shoxy as well. That's going to be such a horrible
so they have now Star Series and then Katowice with Shoxy, and then as soon as they come back, no Pro League with them. So that's a bit of an issue now.
Yeah, we're going to have to see how G2 do fare. Not so good so far. That was Henry and Matt, your casters. We're going to go ahead and let them take 5 as their day is done. And the week 2, first week up for us here for Europe and North America, though, it continues. If you're interested in joining us for the North American Pro League, it is going to be coming up straight after this, so do not move a muscle if you want to see the likes of Complexity versus Luminosity. You're interested in seeing more of that Ghost Gaming storyline constantly developing into what does prove to be the storyline of the season, and of course Dignitas versus Complexity as well.
What are you looking forward the most, Alex, out of these?
I'm glad you asked me that. I think actually the Dignitas game should prove to be interesting.
I have FNS in my my fantasy team, so the Complexity doubleheader really does it for me.
Hell yeah. What about you, Yanko?
Same, FNS. I really think he can deliver. You know, being one of the most experienced players on that squad, despite being an in-game leader, I still think he can frag against the likes of Dignitas.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting just to see how he does continue to kind of flourish in that in-game leadership role. Haven't seen him on that main stage in a while. See where he starts, and if he can start to forge that journey here at the Pro League.
Let's not delve too deep into that. Let's leave that to our NA colleagues. I know they're eager to get their teeth into this one.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's in fact do our job, which is talking about what we did just witness on Inferno. And yeah, I love this. This is perfect. Behind us does summarize exactly what we want to talk about. It's turned up even more in buckets and spades. What do you want to say about this one, Chad?
He just kept using it. Well, he was top fragging MBK for the squad, so maybe it works. I guess when I get home, get on the PC, I'll test it out, give it a real crack.
Henry seemed to be more upset with it on the CT side. Now, in my mind, when we were talking about before, I was like, defense makes a bit more sense if you're holding a defensive angle.
Let's talk about map specifics. If you're dealing with like a train or something and you want to pull out on the T side or the CT side, that scope can come in handy. You're dealing with the longer duels, but on the CT side of a map like Inferno, if you're losing rounds, utility is more important than having the org. So the M4 or the FAMAS is probably better if you can get the smokes and the Molotov, which are hugely important to denying map control and making sure the T's are held at bay.
Seems to have the spray pattern down.
Yeah, I agree. Even if viable, I would say it's mostly when you have a good economy, right, where you have enough money in the bank. I don't think it's like an op where you have it no matter what, even glass cannon and so forth. I think if you have only enough for a Krieg or an AUG and Kevlar, I think you should go for an M4 and utility over it any time of the week.
So I guess, yeah, if you have an abundance of cash, you want to treat yourself in the same way that some people
Splash
treat
some
themselves
cash.
to a molly, etc., treat themselves to a molly, you know what I'm saying. Either way, yes, indeed, we are seeing some new weaponry pulled out, and MBK did a great job with it. 85 ADR, top of the scoreboard for his team.
I can relate to that. When things are going well, treat yourself with a fiery weapon of destruction.
Yeah.
I'm at the point where I can fix any problem by throwing money at it, so maybe that's the way they should look at.
They're doing the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to solve their problems.
Problems deep down.
Oh, the broken heart and stuff. You can't fix that with
They
money.
can't, yeah, money
I've been
doesn't
trying
fix
to fix
that.
that
It
with
really
money. It
doesn't.
doesn't work.
It really does not. Well, let's have a look at our standings then, how they've been affected during another day here. In the first week, locked in, all done. Our European results are in. This is how it looked for today, just to see how that's going to affect it. fnatic, look at that. That's a whole lot of W's in their category. They've got themselves 4 wins today and none in overtime. So the regulation wins, that's going to give them the full 3 points. They're going to be happy bunnies after today.
A lot of 16-10s, Alex, on the A stream, but on the B stream, Space Soldiers continued to win pistols. Unfortunately, they couldn't win either of their 2 games versus NIP.
Yeah, so not ideal for Space Soldiers. As you can see, they do have the 3 wins in their column. What we should note is that there's an overtime victory and a loss as well there for them. fnatic, though, 4-0. And you can see as well how things have been shaping up. Looks like there's a lot of overtimes unless I'm...
No. So the overtime columns are split.
Yeah, so it's like Astralis has 4 wins, 1 in overtime, and 3 losses.
What the hell am I looking at?
Yeah, it's a little bit more confusing.
So they have 5 wins.
Yes.
1 is in overtime.
Wins
It's not like 4
I
wins
see.
and 1 of them is
that
overtime.
That makes much more sense,
So
yeah.
it's 5 wins total, 4 normal, 1 in overtime.
And losses, they've lost 2 and won 1.
Look, we need to get maybe a mathematician.
They've lost 2
or
games
a
in
stats
regulation
man.
and
Or
1 in
someone
overtime.
who's just really fresh,
Yeah, and tasty.
like Pimp.
The North American squad are looking like they're ready and raring to go, Alex.
They absolutely are, and they're actually telling us
Shouldn't
to get
hold
the
them back
hell off
anymore.
their stage. Right, thank you so much, Janko Paunovic, Chad Birchall, myself, Alex Richardson.
Thank
We're all
you,
going to
Alex.
see you around in our next event. That's right, ESL Pro League. But not only that, some of their teams are showing up in Katowice. You can go ahead and check it out. Invited teams. It is going to be a blast. You can see how the teams qualified as well. Some of the big names in the Pro League couldn't qualify, and that's something that's worth talking
Yeah, we
about.
also have the Black Pentagram of Death attending right there between Tyloo and Renegade. So that's going to be
Do you know what team that is?
That is the Australian team.
Yes, and they're
that
called
qualified.
Order.
But they're going to be grabbing this one. They're going to be grabbing that Intel Grand Slam notch in their belt because I got some faith in the Aussie lads. Probably going to be SK, but yeah.
SK could get
Chad's feeling
3.
a bit dizzy, so we should really wrap this up as soon as possible.
Dude, if you win 4 of the 10, you can get yourself that juicy Intel Grand Slam million in your back pocket. And already SK coming in for a 3rd here in Katowice. This is starting to shape up to be very exciting for them.
Yeah, it is, but we have some new contenders,
Oh,
the
yeah.
likes of Cloud9. Obviously, FaZe has been looking a little bit shaky ever since that major, so it's going to be interesting to see SK not impressive at the summit. So maybe that was just ready, you know, them preparing themselves for Katowice.
This has been ESL Pro League. Your very first week of Season 7 closes out. We're signing off, and we'll see you in Katowice. Get your tickets or get yourself your snacks, because we'll see you in Poland for IEM Oakland. Oh, it rhymed, but it's not right. Katowice.